Hello friends, and welcome to your week ahead TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. We are doing the week of the 4th to the 10th of December 2023. I can't I can't wrap my head around the fact that December is like just racing by. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. There's still so much I wanted to do in 2023, and here it's like literally finished. Anyway, TarotScopes for the week. I have chosen these two decks. Now, Tarot of Dreams is quite a large deck physically in size, but it is an incredibly powerful deck created by one of my favorite deck creators. And yeah, just such an amazing deck. I'm quite excited to use it. I haven't used it in quite a while, and it's quite a it is a gentle deck, but it's got quite a serious tone to its voice. So because of that, I partnered it with this particular oracle deck. Again, an amazing creator, but this is quite a simple deck in that the artwork it doesn't really contribute anything to the message. It literally has a word or a key phrase on the card, and that's it, so quite powerful. So what I'm going to do, I love this here. It says it's a 63 card deck to get you out of your own way. So yeah, just that is the tone, the voice of this particular deck. So I thought these two are going to work really well together. What we're going to do this week is we're going to start off with the tarot first, and then we will use the oracle. I normally do it the other way around, allowing the oracle to set the tone. This week we're going to let the tarot tell its story, say what it needs to say, and then we're going to let the oracle contribute, add, confirm, acknowledge whatever it is that the tarot had to say. So that is the intentions that I've set, and that's how we're going to work with it this week. For those of you who are regular returners, welcome. So nice to have you back. Thank you for your love and support. I do appreciate you. I get messages from so many of you each week telling me how much you enjoy the TarotScopes and how helpful they are. So I really do appreciate every single one of you for that. And for those of you here for the first time, a warm welcome to you as well. So I am a psychic medium from the east coast of South Africa, and this is what I do on a full-time basis, not record videos. Yes, I do that every single day, except for Saturdays, but I am here to inspire, motivate, assist, and help wherever possible. So I do readings on a full-time basis, one-on-one consults with people, just guiding them and helping them through the journey of life and making sure that everybody is living the life that they're meant to be living. So if that is a service that you enjoy, please feel free to reach out to me. But if you're here just to see what does the next 7 days have in store for you, this is the right place to be. The way that I do it is I record a reading for each sign of the zodiac, starting at Aries and moving all the way through to Pisces, covering everyone in between. I set the intention that the zodiac readings be for your sun sign, which is what everybody knows the zodiac sign to be. And for those of you into astrology, if you know what your rising sign is, I do encourage you to watch for your rising sign as well. If you've never had your astrology chart done, really such a fabulous experience, and quite eye-opening as to what it can reveal and how it can assist. So again, highly recommend. Rising sign and or your sun sign is the way that I recommend you watch this. And I have got timestamps down below to help you navigate the reading, so to jump around to whichever zodiac signs you want to watch. And yeah, the video remains up all the time. It never gets taken down. So if you want to come back during the week just to remind yourself, just to get a sort of a reminder recap, because sometimes as the week starts unfolding, the message, your interpretation of the message will shift and change a little bit, and it might offer you a little bit of clarity as well. I'm saying that because I have had some people tell me that that's exactly what they do. They watch it when it's released on a Sunday morning, and then they'll come back sort of Tuesday, Wednesday, and yeah, suddenly it puts things into perspective as to what they're supposed to be doing, handling, and navigating. And friends, yeah, all I ask if you enjoy this video is to please give the video a thumbs up. A little comment from you is always welcome down below. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, seeing as it is the season of giving, December, why don't you share this with somebody else? Give them the gift of insight, give them the gift of motivation and inspiration. So somebody who's struggling with something in their life at the moment, you know, why don't you forward this video on to them and send them the link to come and watch, and who knows, maybe it might help them go through, feel, navigate, and deal with whatever it is that they're dealing with in their life at the moment. All right, I'm going to, at this point, stop babbling, because you're not here to listen to me babble. You're here for TarotScopes. So friends, Tarot of Dreams, the Divine Energy Oracle, combination is going to be fantastic. Let's start with Aries, and I'll see you in a bit. Aries, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what does this week have in store for you. So, as I mentioned in the intro, we are starting with the tarot first. So let's give it just a single shuffle, because I did shuffle quite extensively before starting the recording, and we don't want to be here all day watching me shuffle cards. Cards are shuffled. Let's draw and see, Aries, what does this week ahead have in store for you? So the first card we have is the Hanged Man. Second card we have is the Ten of Wands. All right, just trying to put them into place. And our third of the tarot is the Two of Swords. Right, let's position them. I'm going to shuffle from that one when we're done. Right, so we've got Hanged Man first of all, Aries. Hanged Man is the card of self-sacrifice. It's the card of, you know, hanging in suspension, as our fella is doing over here. It's the card of getting a new perspective on life, on situations and circumstances. Why? Because maybe things are not quite as they seem. Okay, so Aries, you're going to find yourself this week having to face truths, face some realities. But in order for you to see, in order for you to understand, in order for you to comprehend things as they're supposed to be, as you need to, you're going to have to make a little self-sacrifice, and you're going to have to look at things from a different perspective. So if you find yourself feeling awkward, feeling uncomfortable, feeling anxious, feeling nervous about something, stop, breathe, and reevaluate. Come at it from a completely different perspective, and I think you'd be pleasantly surprised. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because of this Ten of Wands. So if we look at this Ten of Wands, first of all, we have a person. Now, first, well, actually, we've got two very vulnerable people. I say vulnerable because they are unclothed, okay? But if we look at this gentleman here in the Ten of Wands, he looks almost like he's in the fetal position, and on his back are these 10 wands. So it's almost like it's weighing heavy on him. Okay, it's almost like it's weighing heavy on him. Again, for those of you astrology or into astrology, you can look at all the astrological information across the top. So here we have got Saturn in Sag. So if you know who Saturn is, yeah, and Sag, you'll understand the weight that this is carrying on this particular guy. So Ten of Wands is basically saying that, you know what, sometimes in life things are just too heavy. That burden is just too heavy to bear. And sometimes we just feel like, you know, we're never going to succeed, we're never going to get it right, we're never going to achieve what we need to. And Aries, so this week, because of these two cards, this is going to be a bit of a heavy week. This is going to be a week where you feel as if things are just not going to work out. The truth of the matter, though, is, Aries, and again, the way that I interpreted the Hangman card by saying, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling out of sorts, if you're feeling like, you know, it's all just a little bit overwhelming, stop, breathe, come at it from a different angle. It's a little bit of self-sacrifice. A little self-sacrifice will go a long way, because look what we've got in the end here, Two of Swords. So Aries, the Two of Swords is the card of saying to you that you're blindfolded. You actually can't see the wood for the trees, as the saying goes. Something is right in front of you, but you're so absorbed or fixated on something else that you're not seeing the truth of what is right there in front of you. So what we're looking at here, Aries, is sometimes in life we have to take a step back in order to move forward. Even if it feels like an impossibility, even if it feels like, you know, a waste of time, a waste of energy, even if it feels like this is something that you're never, ever, ever going to fix, resolve, or mend, you have to be honest and truthful with yourself, okay? We've got the moon in Libra. You have to be truthful. You have to be honest. You have to acknowledge what it is that you're feeling, what it is that you're going through. Even like now, this particular lady, she's got these two really sharp swords in her hands, which means that she knows how to defend herself. She knows how to do the things that she needs to do. But the issue that she's facing right now is that she doesn't know what she's facing. So she's blindfolded. he is looking at his knees, so he doesn't really see what's above him and what's happening. And this particular gentleman is hanging upside down, which means everything looks skewed anyway. So the pattern that we have here, Aries, is that you don't really know what you're facing. You don't really know what's happening right in front of you right now. And it's all becoming a little bit overwhelming. So this week, you're going to be feeling like, I don't know which way to turn. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Hyperventilation. All right. So what we need to do, though, is we need to stop. Like, just time out, Aries. Just time out. We need to stop. We need to breathe. We need to just acknowledge the feelings, acknowledge the emotions, acknowledge the circumstance and the situation. But most importantly, you need to be honest with yourself around what it is that's happening, what it is that's going on. What does it actually look like, and what are your options? What can you do? I'm going to say to you, Aries, less is more, okay? Because at the moment, you're doing too much of the wrong stuff. So we need to suspend. We need to stop all action, stop all activity. You need to just breathe. Honesty first, and then you'll be surprised to see how close you are to succeeding and finishing and completing. Struggle is going to get you nowhere. Okay, so rather just go with the flow. I am going to now shuffle our oracle, and this is the Divine Energy Oracle. Just going to shuffle it on the end here. Again, just one shuffle, Aries, because I did shuffle quite extensively before starting. I know I'm messing up the Two of Swords there. Right, I have drawn a card. So Divine Energy Oracle, as I say, is a deck that doesn't have a lot of words. It doesn't, a lot of images. It's literally just a word or a phrase that sort of will put this into motion. So let's see, Aries, what does Divine Energy Oracle want to? Oh, I have to giggle. All right, laugh at your own demons. You know, but what is this saying to us, Aries? It's saying that we are our own worst enemies. We are literally our own worst enemies right now. You know, we're struggling so hard to do, to achieve, to accomplish, but we don't even know what it is we're struggling against. We don't even know what competition we're in. We're competing, and we're fighting and we're struggling, but we don't even know what we're, what races. We might be running in a rowing race. And the demons are your own demons. The demons are the thoughts in your head. Again, we're not being honest. We're not facing, we're not being truthful. We're not acknowledging what it actually is that we're going against. We're feeling overwhelmed. We're feeling, nervous and anxious. But the truth of the matter is, we're looking at it in the completely wrong way. So yeah, let's bring a little bit of laughter, because what will laughter do? It lightens the mood. It lightens the load that we're carrying, and it just puts things into perspective. Oh, I love that, Aries. All right. So Aries, if you're feeling overwhelmed this week, if you're feeling caged, trapped, stuck, burdened, whatever it is that you're feeling, time out, stop, okay? Take the blindfold off. Look up to see what it is that you're actually dealing with. Pause, reflect, look at it from a different angle, and then have a chuckle at yourself, how silly you've been and how you've created a monstrous situation that is actually not. So it's like the image that I have in my head at the moment is of, that big scary shadow on the wall. And when you investigate the shadow, it turns out to be this teeny tiny little mouse in the corner, but just the angles of the light has created this huge monstrous shadow. And we're petrified of this huge monstrous shadow when actually it's this cute little innocent mouse. So laugh at your demons. The demons are the worries, the stress, the anxiety in your own head that is causing you to perceive a circumstance much bigger and worse than what it actually is. So just take a minute to just breathe, to stop all action, and you will see exactly how to handle it going forward. Aries, much love and many blessings. I hope you have an amazing week, and see you soon. Take care. Taurus, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what does this week have in store for you. So as mentioned in the intro, we're starting with tarot this week, giving the cards just a single shuffle because they have been quite extensively shuffled already. This is the Tarot of Dreams. Let's cut the deck and let's lay out your cards. So what does this week have in store for you, Taurus? Card number one we have is the Glorious Chariot card. Lovely. Card number two that we have for you is the Three of Cups, one of my two most favorite cards in the tarot deck. And our third card that we have is, love that, the Nine of Cups. So Taurus, it looks like you're in for a fabulous week. But, right, there's always a but. I'm going to save this for just now, the oracle. We'll shuffle that in a minute. Let's have a look at the Chariot card first, Taurus. All right, so the Chariot is the card of progress and movement. The Chariot is the card of acknowledging that you've made progress, acknowledging that you're on a journey, that you're moving somewhere, heading in a particular direction. It's the card of acknowledging that it's not like you're waiting to start your journey. It's the card that says you are already on that journey. Okay, so, but the Chariot is also the card that comes with a slight warning in saying to you that you need to be focused on where you're heading, focused on where you're moving to, because sometimes we can be just so casual and content with the journey that we're on that we don't really pay attention to, are we veering off course or are we still on track? So the Chariot is the card of progress and movement, which is great because it's acknowledging, Taurus, that you're doing well. It's acknowledging that there's definitely a progress and movement. But sometimes we are so busy looking out the window at the scenery around us that we're not paying attention to the road that is ahead. And if there's an obstacle or a bump coming up and you're not paying attention, it's going to catch you unawares. I have no concern of that, because we have two fabulous cards connected to it. So the Chariot is the card of sort of just acknowledging for you, Taurus, that keep going, right? Just keep going. Whatever you're currently working on, whatever you're currently doing, just keep moving in that forward direction because you're actually doing fabulously. But we still need to focus on end goal. Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is just such a fabulous card. Three of Cups is the card of celebration and joy amongst friends and family. Three of Cups is the card that says to you there are reasons to celebrate. There are reasons to come together with the people you love and admire, the people you love and respect, and to celebrate your achievements, your accomplishments. Okay, so let's consider this to be a week to give yourself a pat on the back and to acknowledge all your achievements and accomplishments, which is what the Nine of Cups is all about. So there stands our gentleman in the middle, and he is surrounded by 9 cups that are full of glorious juice, as are these 3 over here. But you can just see by the smile on his face how happy and content is. The grapes that we have, okay, you can see that they're all lush, full, juicy, abundant grapes, and that is exactly what grapes represent in the tarot. Grapes in tarot represent abundance, represent excess, you know, represent lavish, all of those kind of good things. And each one of these cups around him, it's almost like he's wearing them like a crown, okay? Because each one of those cups represent an accomplishment, an achievement that he has made. So Taurus, for you, this is a week of celebrating. So I don't know if you've got any kind of end of year functions coming up this week, or anything like that. So if you do have, like, really just enjoy, celebrate, and acknowledge. Don't be afraid of people putting you in the limelight. Don't be scared of being acknowledged and appreciated for who you are, because you have worked so hard, you have accomplished so much, you have done so much. You're not finished yet, okay? It's not like you have completed the journey, the experience, the adventure, but you are part way through. But this is definitely a time to celebrate and acknowledge all that you are and all that you have done. Let's give the oracle a shuffle. Just again, a single shuffle, just to see what it wants to contribute. I apologize, Nine of Cups. I'll fix you in a second. Cutting the deck and taking a card off the top. Let's put those over there. Okay, so this oracle is just going to add to or confirm or just give us a little bit of extra insight into what we're saying, Taurus. So let's have a look and see what you have. Tune out the distractions. So I like that, because tune out the distractions is talking to the Chariot card, okay? So in order for you to achieve, in order for you to stay focused on your goals, in order for you to keep moving in the direction you need to keep moving on, you need to tune out the distractions. Yes, a party and celebrations could absolutely be distractions, but maybe it's telling you that while you're at these events, while you are being acknowledged and being celebrated, and while you are just really enjoying what life has to offer, maybe in those moments of celebration, tune out the distractions. Because again, I'm going to say to you, sometimes I think it's fairly human nature that if you're under a lot of pressure, okay, if you're under a lot of pressure to get things done and to accomplish things, sometimes we can't really enjoy the celebrations and the acknowledgements, because in our minds we're thinking, oh, but I still need to do this and I still need to do that. And I do think, Taurus, that that is Yeah, something, a quality that you possess, a quality where you want everything to be in a perfect, you want everything to be as it needs to be, and sometimes you can get quite nervous about dropping the ball, and you want everything to be in good order. So when you're at a party, when you're celebrating, even if it isn't a big party, even if it is just, a special dinner with family, or, just a conversation, or whatever it is, where you are celebrating your achievements and accomplishments. So it could just be something as simple as a conversation. Tune out the distractions at that time so that you focus 100% on the celebration and the acknowledgements. And I do think that that's also what the Chariot card is talking to, Taurus, because the Chariot card is saying that there is progress, there is movement, things are still taking place, but you do need to focus on destination. Destination could be the conversation, the celebration, the acknowledgement. So while you are busy with one thing, tune out the distractions so that you get to fully engage, fully participate, and fully enjoy the experience that is in front of you this week, knowing that you're still moving towards your end goals and destinations. So Taurus, this week, do not be afraid of being in the limelight. Acknowledge all that you have achieved and whatever you're doing. So if you're working hard, tune out the distractions. If you're connecting with loved ones, tune out the distractions while you are connecting with loved ones. If you're celebrating and acknowledging your accomplishments, tune out the distractions while you're doing that. It's about being present. It's about being focused and present on your accomplishments. I love that for you, Taurus. I do wish you the most amazing week ever, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, Taurus. Gemini, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what does this week ahead have in store for you. So as I said in the intro, Gemini, we're starting with tarot this week, just giving it a single shuffle, because I have shuffled quite extensively before we started. Let's cut the deck and let's take some cards to see what does this week have in store for you. So Gemini, card number one we have for you is the Eight of Cups. Right, let's move it over there. Card number two, Gemini, is the Fool. How fabulous. I'm liking where this is going. And our third card we have is the Ten of Wands. Right. So I'm going to leave the Oracle for now. We will draw a card from there just now. Let's talk about the tarot first. So Gemini, starting off with the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is quite an interesting card. We've got the planet of Saturn coming through, and actually you've got Saturn coming through twice. Saturn is the planet of restrictions. Saturn is the planet that takes away. Saturn is the planet that adds burden, right? So you've got those twice, and you can see by the body language on this particular card that there is that burden. We have got, with the Eight of Cups, we have this figure walking up the steps, okay, and you can see that the steps are going. What they're doing is they're leaving something behind, and that is exactly what this card is saying to you. Gemini, sometimes in life it's important to recognize that you can't do any more. Sometimes it's important to recognize that the situation is what the situation is. You've done your best, you've done everything you can, and you can't actually do any more. And therefore, if it's still not right, if it's still not fixed, if it's still not adequate, recognize, okay, that you can't do anymore, and therefore it's time to step away from that. So this is something that you have to do this week. There is something happening in your life at the moment, Gemini, that is just not serving you, that is just not helping you. If anything, it's hindering you. There is something in your life at the moment which is feeling very heavy, feeling very difficult, feeling very challenging, and you keep trying to fix it, trying to mend it, trying to make it better, trying to work with it. But the truth of the matter is, it's not working. It's just not working. So Eight of Cups is saying to you, recognize what that is, acknowledge what it is that's not working for you anymore, and recognize that it's time to actually leave it alone and to move towards something else, which is where the Fool card comes in. Because the Fool card is card 0, so it's before the beginning. It's the energy of before. It's the energy of that moment before anything begins, okay? And the Fool card is about potentiality. Potentiality, I know that's a massive, massive word, but it's the card that says anything is possible if only you have the courage to take that first step. Because sometimes one step is all that you need to get that momentum going for more steps to take place. But that it's the one step to walk away. It's that courage and confidence to take that one step away from something which is pulling you down, that is stopping you and preventing you. So if you can find that courage, if you can find that confidence, if you can find that energy to take that step, you'll be amazed at the relief that you're going to feel. We've got the Ten of Wands coming through, okay? And Gemini, the Ten of Wands, if you look at the, just like I said, the general body language or the general energy of the card, it's heavy. It's heavy energy. We've got somebody that's almost in a kneeling fetal position, not standing up strong, not standing confident, in quite a, like I say, a vulnerable position with this heavy burden on their back. And they're feeling very much burdened and overwhelmed, feeling very much like, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I can. The way that I'm interpreting this Ten of Wands for you, Gemini, is that this, whatever this is, that you need to step away from this week. You need to have the courage and the confidence to know that if you do, it's going to be okay. But there is still this guilt that's going to come through, because that's how I'm interpreting the Ten of Wands for you. Ten of Wands I'm interpreting as guilt over stepping away and walking away from something. You know what happens is when we try so hard to create, to make, to do, to have, to be something, that whether we've wanted it or whether somebody else has wanted it for us, it doesn't matter. But when we've been putting a lot of our energy into one thing, and then you walk away from it, and suddenly everything is better, everything is easier, everything is simpler, we often feel guilty about those that we've left behind who are still struggling. And that is the message that's coming through for you this week, Gemini. We're going to see what the Oracle has to say. But in a nutshell, you've got to this week identify, first of all, identify what it is that isn't working for you in your life at the moment. Then you need to take that single step to walk away from it, to recognize that you cannot fix it, you cannot mend it, you cannot make it better, and therefore it's just not worth it for you to stay in that energy. So you've got to find a way to step away from that. When you do, suddenly the doors of opportunity, the doors of happiness, the doors of joy are going to open up for you, and you're going to find so much bliss and happiness in your life, which is immediately going to leave you to feeling guilty about, you know, the people, the circumstance, the whatever that you left. And you're not allowed to feel guilty. You need to bring yourself back into this energy of potentiality, into this energy of excitement and exuberance for what may be, okay? For what may be. Let's draw from the Oracle, Gemini. I'm just going to give it again a single shuffle, and just do it right over here. Just a single shuffle. Pick them up, cut the deck, and we're going to take a card off the top. Let's see what the Divine Energy Oracle wants to contribute to what we're already saying. So Gemini says, be decisive. You know what? Like, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Just be decisive. Just be who you are, you know. And I think that's like, once you've made your decision, you're going to be decisive, and there's no going back. And I think if you are decisive about the choices and the decisions you make, it will prevent you feeling so burdened and so guilty about your decision. So when you make your decision, be bold, be strong, be confident, be decisive in that, and that will prevent you feeling the way that you're feeling, because we don't need this. We don't need this. You've probably been feeling this for such a long time already, Gemini. Whatever the situation is that you're going to identify, you've been carrying this burden. You've been carrying this heaviness with you for such a long time already, that you're feeling like it's an impossible feat, that it's impossible to fix, it's impossible to do. So, and this is what you've been carrying. We need to let this go so that you have the energy and the opportunity to step into brand new opportunities. Because again, the Fool, it is about potentiality. And if you keep staying in the circumstance that's not working for you, you're never going to have this opportunity. So you have to be bold, you have to be decisive to take that first step, to move away without the guilt, so that new opportunities can come your way. So this is a heavy one for you, Gemini. I do think ultimately it is going to be fabulous. I do think that at the end of the week, you're going to be feeling so much better than you are at the beginning of the week, as long as you do take that courage, or find that courage to take that step. Because all it takes is one step. One step, Gemini. Be strong, be brave, be decisive. Take that step and know that you're moving towards better, happier life for yourself and for those that matter. Much love and many blessings to you, Gemini, from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Hello and welcome to my Cancerians. Welcome to your TarotScopes. Let's get into your reading and see what does this week ahead have in store for you. So Cancerians, as I mentioned in the intro, we are starting with tarot this week. This is the Tarot of Dreams, giving it a single shuffle. Let's cut the deck and let's draw some cards to see what is the energy of the week. I'm going to leave the oracle over there. We'll look at it just now. Card number one, Cancerians, is the Two of Wands. Interesting. Card number two, we have the Ace of Cups. I'm liking where this is going. And card number three is, oh, the Four of Swords. All right, so Cancerians, it looks like you're in for a fairly, I want to say fairly easy week, but I don't know if that's quite the right words. Let's take them card by card and have a look. So we've got the Two of Wands first. So here we have this pathway. Okay, it does look a little bit scary because it's just these little floating planks. But when you get to the end of the pathway, you have to make a choice: red door or blue door. Okay, are you going to go fire or are you going to go ice? And you know, there is no maybe, there is no in between. Like, you have to make a decisive decision, this one or that one. Okay, and you can't come back. Coming back is not an option. So Two of Wands is basically the card that says to you, it's time for decision, it's time for choice. If we look at the astrological situations at the top here, we have got Mars in Aries. Mars in Aries is very direct energy, very assertive, very strong, very capable. Okay, and very action oriented. So it's like, make your choice, and once you've made your choice, stick with it. Don't question, don't judge, don't go, oh, but no. There's no time for buts this week. There is decisions to be made this week, and the only options are red or blue. Red or blue, right? There are no other options for you. You have to pick one of red or blue. And this is crunch week. This is crunch week of making that choice as to which way you're going to go in your life, with your life. Are you going to go that path or are you going to go that path? There is no alternate options. Now, with regards to this choice, with regards to this decision that you have to make, it does bring emotions into play, because we've got the Ace of Cups here. And once you've made your choice, once you've made your decision, it's going to bring you so much joy, so much love, and so much happiness. I am going to say to you, Cancerians, that, you know what, you leading up to this week, leading up to this choice, leading up to this decision, you've been working really hard, whether it be on yourself, whether it be on your life, on your work, on your circumstances, but you've been working very hard on change, okay, on being somebody different, on being somebody else, okay, improving yourself, if I can put it that way. So it's almost like this is the hard road that you've been on, and now when we get there, we have to decide, you know, as I said, fire or ice, red or blue, which way are we going to go? And the result of this is going to make you feel really, really good. The result of this decision is going to make you feel fabulous, make you feel positive, make you feel really, really enthusiastic about life. And it's going to bring you a lot of joy, it's going to bring you a lot of happiness, and it's going to bring you a lot of satisfaction, which is really nice to know. Once we've made this choice, okay, once we've made our decision, and we're moving now towards a place of happiness, joy, love, and abundance, then it's time to stop. All right, I have to giggle because, like, you've come to this place and you're so used to working, you're so used to moving towards something, that stopping and resting is going to be the hardest thing that there is to do. But it is important, Cancerians. It's important that you give yourself time to catch up with yourself, because I think you sped so far ahead that you got yourself in a little bit of a quandary, a little bit of a panic, and that momentum and that energy and that kind of momentum has just kept you going. Now we're at a point of, okay, so what am I doing with this that I've been working on for so long? What am I doing with myself? Am I going to go this way or am I going to go this way? I am going to follow my heart. I'm going to follow my heart and my soul, my happiness. What is it that brings me happiness? If the red door is what everybody else around me thinks would be best for me, but my heart and soul is going blue door, I'm going blue door, right? I'm going to go blue door. I'm going to do what's right for me. But once I've made my choice, and once I've made my decision, I'm going to stop working towards it. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to time out. I'm going to rest. So if we look at the artwork here, we have a knight. There he has his helmet. And he's resting. Why? Because he knows he's got a lot coming up. He knows that tomorrow, when the sun shines again, he's going to have to put on his full armor and he's going to have to go hard okay, on his goals, on his dreams, and on his ambitions. But for now, he's made his choice, he's made his decision, he's followed his heart. Now he rests. He doesn't have to do anything. And Cancerians, this is the important message for you. The big thing this week is to make that choice that follows your heart, that makes your heart happy, and then to leave it be, to rest, to rejuvenate, to recover, to recuperate your own energies, so that when you have to get up and go, you can. Looking at the astrological symbols we have over here, we've got Jupiter in Libra. So, you know, that is definitely saying it's time to gather. It's time to gather energy. It's time to build up your resources, build up your reserves, okay? So this is not a week of action. This is a week of less is more once you've made the choice as to where your heart lies. Let's see what our oracle wants to add into this, Cancerians. So this is the Divine Energy Oracle. Again, just going to give it a single shuffle. And let's cut the deck. And let's take a card off the top. Right, let's put these away. And let's see what the Divine Energy Oracle wants to add. So Cancerians, it's telling you to tune out the distractions. Tune out the distractions. And you know what? That's talking to the rest. It's talking to the doing nothing, and also talking to the choices and the decisions that you have to make. So what is right for you? And again, remember I said that if everybody in your life who has your best interest at heart are telling you red door, red door, red door, but your heart is leaning towards blue door, tune out the distractions. Do not listen to the other people, and make the decision that follows your heart, that makes you happy, and then rest while tuning out the distractions so that you can rest. Because if you're trying to rest while you've got all the noise going on, how are you going to rejuvenate and recoup your energy? How are you going to find balance in all that you are? How are you going to fill your reserves? You can't. So we need to tune out the distractions while making your decision and while resting. That is crucial for you this week, Cancerians. So it's an easy week. It's a simple week. Tune out the distractions, make your decision based on your heart, rest and recuperate, rejuvenate. Next week, you can get up and go again. All right, Cancerians, much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Hello and welcome, Leo. Let's get into your reading and see what does this week ahead have in store for you. So Leo, as I said in the intro, we are starting with the tarot this week. Just giving it a shuffle. This is the Tarot of Dreams. Giving it a single shuffle. I have shuffled extensively before we started. Let's cut the deck. And let's see. I'm going to leave the oracle for later. So just going to leave it on the side of the table there. So Leo, card number 1 for you for this week. We have got the 6 of Swords. Right, let's move it over there. Card number 2 that we have is the Hermit. Oh, this is interesting. And card number 3, or look at those colors. Oopsie, we have the 9 of Coins, 9 of Pentacles. All right, Leo, we're still going to leave that for now. I'm going to draw that a bit later on in the reading. Let's have a look, because this is looking quite interesting, actually. So, Leo, your week starting off, we have the 6 of Swords. So the 6 of Swords is the card of, you know, moving forward, moving on in life. 6 of Swords is the card that says to you that sometimes we want to move to bigger and better. Bigger and better is always better, isn't it? 6 of Swords is the card of recognizing that, you know, it's time to move on. It's time to explore greener pastures. It's time to explore other opportunities, but it's time to leave your past behind. And this week is a week for you to recognize and to acknowledge the progress that you've made. It's time for you to recognize and acknowledge how far you've come, what you've achieved and what you've accomplished, okay, for yourself. But also to recognize that you don't necessarily know where you're moving. Yes, you've got an idea and you've got hopes and you've got dreams that it's going to be fabulous and that it's going to be wonderful and that it's going to be great. But you don't really know, because the information you have might be not accurate. But it is the card of recognizing that you've made a choice, you've made a decision, that you want more for yourself, that you want more for your life, and you've made steps, you've taken the steps to start moving towards that. The Hermit is an interesting energy here though, Leo, because the Hermit is coming through to say, at this stage, even though you're making this progress, even though you're moving towards, working towards something that brings you happiness and joy that you hope for, the Hermit is telling you that this is very much a solitary journey. This is very much a journey that you're doing on your own. So even though you've got family, even though you've got, loved ones, even though you've got people that are relevant, significant, and important in your life, but this is an inner journey. Okay, so we're not talking about physically moving house. We're not talking about physically moving from A to B, or changing a particular external influence in your life. This is very much an internal kind of situation. Okay, very much an internal kind of situation. And understand that you are a different version of yourself to who you used to be. You have not completed this evolution yet. You have not completed this change. You're still developing. But it's about understanding that if you spend a bit more time on your own with yourself, you're going to see what we're talking about. You're going to see how different you are, how your outlook on life is different, how your perception on reality is different, how your needs, wants, and desires are different. And then we have the Nine of Coins that are coming into play here, Leo. And the Nine of Coins is the card of what I like to refer to as opulence. Nine of Coins is the card of excess. It's the card of having more than you could ever need, more than you could ever want. So it's about having your needs fulfilled. So we're talking about you independently. We're talking about you as an individual, okay? And as we're saying to you, that this is the week of change. This is the week of progress on that change, of you working yourself towards a new life, a new version of yourself, understanding that it's a journey you go on your own, that it's dealing with your internal version of yourself, and you've got to look within in order to see, to recognize, and to understand the journey that you're on. But to also understand that it's taking you towards an experience, a life, a circumstance, or a situation where all your needs are going to be met and then some. So I started off by saying with the Six of Swords that, it's about moving on to better lands, moving on to greener pastures, moving on to bigger and better, or that what you hope is bigger and better. But it's also the card that says to you that there is a little bit of fear and trepidation about, is it actually going to be okay? Is it actually going to be all that you hope and want it to be? And with the Nine of Coins, it's telling you absolutely yes, but only if you do the work to recognize the journey that you are and how you've changed, how you evolved, and how you've become such a different version of yourself. Again, life at the moment is very, what I refer to as very external. We're very focused on career. We're very focused on money. We're very focused on home life. We're very focused on clothing and cars and, all the material possessions in life. And for you, Leo, like, I know all of those things are important. Of course they are. But this week, it's about the internal journey. It's about the internal growth. It's about the internal understandings and comprehensions and the abundance that is available to you through your own internal happiness. Let's shuffle our Divine Energy Oracle. Again, just going to give it a single shuffle. This Oracle deck is amazing. Let's have a look and see if I can pick it up, oops, without destroying the tarot. Okay, shuffled, and I'm going to take just a single card, Leo. Okay, let's put those away. And let's have a look. What does the Divine Energy Oracle want to add to the message that we have already got? And it says to you, refine your attention. Oh, I love that. Refine your attention. So what does that mean, Leo? What does refine your attention? Well, it says you're moving, you're changing, you're evolving. Okay? We have this hope that what we're changing into, that what we're evolving towards, that what we're becoming, we have this hope that it's a better version of ourselves, but we haven't refined exactly what that means. And that's where the Hermit card comes in. So abundance and opulence and excess is available to you. Absolutely, definitely available to you. But society says, don't be greedy. Don't be selfish. Don't be greedy. Don't expect that kind of thing. So what we do then is we lower our standards, we lower our expectations, we lower our goals and our dreams. And refine your attention is telling you don't need to do that. So the Hermit card is telling you to pay attention to yourself, because remember, it's an internal thing and not an external thing. So refine your attention in the time that you spend on your own, looking at yourself, looking at your circumstances, looking at the life that you're living, asking yourself the really hard, tough questions. And once you've done that, once you've refined your attention to the truth of who or what you are, that's where you're going to find that sweet spot. That's where you're going to find that sweet spot of balancing all that you are and all that you can be. So Leo, quite an interesting week for you. Definitely introspection, definitely evolution of you as an individual. As long as you're paying attention to what you're paying attention to, I think you're going to be absolutely fine. And do not drop your standards. Do not lower the goals. Do not lower your expectations because you might feel guilty or you might feel like you're being greedy. Like, I want to encourage you to be greedy. I want to encourage you to be self-centered. I want to encourage you to want more for yourself, because that's exactly what this is. This is you working towards becoming the better, best version of yourself that you can be. And that is not to be ashamed of. That is not to be afraid of. But it is something that only you can do. Nobody else can help you on this. This is something that you can do. And again, raise those standards, raise those bars, but make sure that you're refining your attention to be more in line with what you want and what you deserve, and less in line with what other people may think. Love and blessings, Leo, from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Virgo, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what does this week ahead have in store for you. So Virgo, as I mentioned in the intro, we are doing things a little bit differently this week, and we're starting with the tarot. So this is the Tarot of Dreams, giving it just a single shuffle. Let's cut the deck. And we're drawing some cards off the top that are going to give you insight into the week ahead. I will draw from the oracle towards the end of the reading. All right, so Virgo, card number 1 for you, we have, oh, I love it, the Sun card. The beautiful, vibrant, sunny sun. We also have the King of Swords. Okay, interesting energy coming through. And the third card we have is the Six of Wands. So this is quite fabulous, right, Virgo? Because this is a week of you celebrating, acknowledging, and feeling fabulous. Because you're in tune with your thoughts, in tune with your mind, that there's strategy, that there is understanding, that there is plan, there is all of that kind of stuff. And there is success. So you've got 2 cards of victory, 2 cards of success. Look how he's got his hand up going, yes. And he's got his 2 hands up going, yes. Okay. And only success is only possible because of King of Swords. So the Sun card, he is the center of the universe, center of our universe. Let me just correct myself there, Virgo. So center of our universe is the sun. The sun is what gives life to our planet. The sun is what creates and gives us everything that we want, that we need. Without the sun, we would cease to exist. So the sun represents brightness, illumination, success, happiness, joy, abundance, etc. All those kind of positive words that you can think of is what the sun represents. And this is you at the moment, Virgo. You are feeling very sunny, very bright, very optimistic, very positive. Even if you're struggling, even if there are challenges in life, those challenges are not really weighing you down because you are just feeling really positive. Why are you feeling so positive? Because you have a strategy. And if you don't have a strategy at the time of watching this video, get a strategy so that you can feel this way. King of Swords, right? So he is very powerful, intellectually powerful. Okay, not physically, intellectually powerful. He is the master strategist. He is the one who is so good with coming up with a strategy for change, for improvement, for betterment. You know, that's his forte. That's his claim to fame, is his ability to look at a challenge, to look at a problem, and to immediately see a workable solution. And he's not afraid. He's assertive, he's strong, but he's the silent warrior, okay? Because everything that he does through intellect and the mind and the strategies and the thinking and all of that kind of thing. So he's the master. You can almost think of him as the master chess player. He's always thinking 6 steps ahead of everybody else, and nothing catches him unawares, because if something happens, you know, he's got a plan B for it. He's got a plan C for it, a plan D for it. So Virgo, this is who you need to be this week. You need to be pedantic, right? You need to have a solid plan that you're confident with, because when you have a solid plan that you are confident with, that is where success comes from. Without that, success doesn't happen. And success is happening for you this week, Virgo. So all in all, this is a really, really positive week for you. If I look at the Six of Wands, so Six of Wands is the story of this knight who went off to battle and, you know, fought a hard battle, did everything he needed to do, did everything well, and he's come back victorious. And now he stands at, you know, at the balcony, and everybody is cheering him, everybody is celebrating and acknowledging his success. So this is what this week is about for you. So I am going to say, we're going to see what the Oracle wants to add, but I'm going to say to you, Virgo, you can't fail this week. Whatever it is that you're involved in, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that's happening for you this week, I don't think you can fail. I think that the planets are in alignment, and I'm saying planets because of the sun. The planets are in alignment, and you've also got Jupiter in Leo, which is courage and strength and, you know, just that amazing kind of successful feeling. So the planets are in alignment, and whatever it is that you're dealing with this week, you are absolutely going to enjoy success. Right, let's give this oracle a little shuffle. Just again, a single shuffle, and pull out a card and see. Oh, that was a bad shuffle. There we go. Let's just get those lined up. I'm actually going to stick them at the bottom. Let's cut the deck. I have messed up all the tarot. Let's tidy up a little bit here. Sorry about that, Virgo. Inevitable with trying to do what I'm doing. And let's see, what does the Divine Energy Oracle want to say around our situation? To have faith. You know, honestly, I think have faith has come through because maybe you're doubting, maybe you're questioning. Obviously, as you're listening to me, you're thinking about all the things that you've got going on this week. You're thinking about all the challenges and all the things that you've got to do, and all the confusion and stress and anxiety and panic, and like it's too much, it's you know, impossible, it's whatever. So this is Spirit confirming that, you know, just keep your head in the game, keep focused, focus on the plan, focus on the strategy, and all will be well. Have faith. It's going to work out. Even if you've tried this before and failed, even if you've been down this road before and it didn't work out as you expected, have faith that it's all going to be okay, because you know what, Virgo? It absolutely is. Success is yours. Happiness, joy, abundance, it's all yours as long as you stick to the plan. And if you don't have a plan, get one. Get one, because it's the only way that you're going to succeed. So Virgo, much love and many blessings. I do wish you an amazing week ahead. And until we connect again, take care. Libra, hello and welcome. Let's get shuffling our cards to see what does this week ahead have in store for you. So Libra, as I mentioned in the intro, this week we're doing things a little bit differently, working with the tarot first and then going to the oracle after. So this is the Tarot of Dreams. It's shuffled. Let's cut the deck and let's draw. I'm going to shuffle and take a card from that one towards the end from the oracle. Card number 1 for you this week, Libra, we've got the Nine of Wands. Love the Nine of Wands energy. Card number 2 for you, we have the Two of Cups. Oh, this is looking good. And card number 3, we have the Page of Swords. All right. So Libra, let's have a look and see what we've got going here. So the Nine of Wands. Now, here we have a knight, a warrior, however you want to call him. He's taken his helmet off, right? He's sitting on the stairs, and it's almost like he's just like catching his breath. He's just resting. He's taken his helmet off. He still has all his other armor on, but he sort of just, he feels defeated. He feels like, oh, can I just have 5 minutes to catch my breath? I just don't know if I've got it in me to continue. I just don't know if I've got it in me to finish whatever needs to be finished. And that's maybe how you're feeling, Libra. You may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. You may be feeling a little bit exhausted, right? Absolutely drained and exhausted because you've been on the go for such a long time. You haven't stopped, all right? You haven't stopped for ages. It's just been continuous, continuous, continuous. So it's okay to take a rest. It's okay to take a minute and to, you know, just to recharge and just to gather yourself, because continue you will, all right? Continue you will, succeed you will. But for now, if you want to just breathe, you absolutely can. But I can tell you now that you're not exiting the race or the challenge or the whatever it is. You will continue and you will succeed. I say that because of what I see going on here. So Libra, we have the Two of Cups as well, and the Two of Cups is the card of partnership. It's the card of togetherness, okay? We have got Venus in Cancer. It's the card of togetherness. It's the card of two energies, two situations, two circumstances, two people coming together for the same cause. So if you are feeling the way that you are at the moment, if you are feeling absolutely shattered and exhausted and I don't know if I can, let somebody help you. Okay, that's what's coming through this for you. And I know Libra, so first of all, Libra energy is all about balance and harmony. You can't have balance and harmony with one. All right. When you have one of a thing, you don't have balance, you have one. It could topple, you know, it doesn't, it doesn't have a counterweight, it doesn't have a counterbalance. When you bring somebody else into the equation or something else into the equation, suddenly two suddenly brings the balance that we need. So acknowledge how you're feeling, Libra. Acknowledge how you're feeling, quite overwhelmed, quite overburdened. Acknowledge how you're feeling as if, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can continue. And then let somebody come in to assist. Let somebody come in to help in whichever way that you need. The Page of Swords is interesting because my interpretation of the Page of Swords is about lessons and learning and gaining understanding. And you are normally very independent, very capable, very much able to do things by yourself, for yourself, with yourself. You've always been a very independent individual. And now you're finding something difficult, and Spirit is saying to you, you know, let somebody come in and help you and learn that that's okay. And it's interesting with this particular Page of Swords that we have these two swords over here. And here I was saying to you about one. One is not balance, one is not strength, but two on either side of you suddenly creates that balance, that strength that you're looking for. So Libra, what is the message that's coming through for you here is that acknowledge first what you're going through, what you're feeling, and how exhausted you are. If somebody offers you help, if somebody says to you, hey, let me have a go, let me try, let me do that for you, just say yes please and thank you, because a partnership of some kind, a connection with somebody else on some kind is definitely going to benefit you. And you need to learn to not always be so stubborn. You've got to learn to let people assist you, especially when the offer is there. And you need to learn that sometimes it's not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength to accept help, especially when you've been at it for such a long time. So Libra, let's get our oracle shuffled, because it may be quite interesting to see what comes through. So this is the Divine Energy Oracle for Libra for this week. Let's see. Okay, shuffled. Let's cut and let's take a card off the top. All right. So Libra, the Divine Energy Oracle says to you, look forward. You see. What does it say? It's basically saying to you that look forward to the fact that somebody coming in to help you is going to help you. All right. So whereas if you just stay trying to do everything on your own, by yourself, for yourself, with yourself, you know, it's going to hold you back and you're not going to be able to look forward because you're going to be too bogged down. Can you see he's looking in that direction? So it's almost like he's looking to the past. Looking forward, we often associate the right side with forward, the left side with the past. So it's telling you to look forward, and looking forward is accepting help from somebody. I know it's a tough lesson for you to learn. I know it's not something that you're comfortable with, but you've got to learn how to be okay with delegating a little bit and accepting help from others who want to help you, because that's how you move forward in this life. That's how you move forward with everything. So Libra, the lesson for you this week, the message for you this week is you are doing phenomenal. You've done an incredible job, but you're at that point now where you are exhausted, you are tired. Let somebody help you, because that's how you move forward. That's how you look forward. All right. And I look forward to seeing you do this week. Yes, I know. Libra, much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Scorpio, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what does this week have in store for you. So Scorpio, as I said in the intro of this video, we are doing things a little bit differently this week, and we're starting with the tarot. This is the Tarot of Dreams, giving it a single shuffle. Let's cut the deck and see what does this week have in store for Scorpio energies. So Scorpio, card number one that we have for you is the Ten of Cups. Oh, I love that. Ten of Cups is such beautiful energy. Card number 2, Scorpio, is the Three of Cups. Oh, this is looking fabulous. And our last card, Scorpio, we have is the Queen of Wands. Oh, isn't she gorgeous? This is the Oracle deck. I'm going to refer to that one later. I'm not going to shuffle it now. We're going to leave it there for a minute. We'll get to it towards the end of the reading. So Scorpio, starting off with our Ten of Cups. The fact that we have 2 cups energies and a wand, right? Just to focus on the 2 cups. Cups is about love. It's about connections. It's about people. So that's telling you where your energy is this week. Your energy is around those that are significant and important and relative in your life at the moment. So we have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is about the perfect little happy family scenario. Whether your family includes animals or not, whether it includes a partner or not, children or not, it doesn't matter. Who are your family? So your family could be a close circle of friends. It could be, you know, your actual partner and children and animals. It could be, you know, a charity. It could be whatever. But this is the card of perfect family life. So whatever that means for you is where the significance of this week is going to be. So this is definitely a week of gatherings, of get-togethers, of acknowledging, of spending time with, of just being in that space of perfect love, perfect happiness, perfect everything. And again, there is no textbook that defines what a perfect family is. What I consider perfect family and what you consider perfect family might be very different. But whatever your perfect is what this week is all about. So everything that you do this week is going to be to the betterment, for the betterment of your family, okay? That is where your focus is. Your focus is very much on those that you love, those that are important to you, and those that matter. We have the Three of Cups, which is continuing in that message, because the Three of Cups is the card of celebrating and joy with those that you love and admire. So there is reason to celebrate. There is going to be happiness in the family. There is going to be, you know, good time shared amongst you and your family this week. But you have to make it happen. I'm jumping straight there. Like, you have to make it happen. So we've got perfect family, we've got celebrating and joy, and we've got you making it happen. Okay, so something is going on this week. And Scorpio, maybe it's just you acknowledging your family. Maybe it's you just letting them know in your own way how much you love and adore them, how important and significant they are to you. Queen of Wands is the card of action. So she is the one who gets things done. Think of her as a wedding coordinator, a wedding organizer. I don't know what the word is, right? But she is somebody, she's not the one getting married, she's not the one performing the wedding, but she is the one who's coordinating it, and she is the one that's making sure that everything is in its right place at the right time for the right reasons to ensure a positive outcome. So Queen of Wands is all about that. And that's you this week. You are a Queen of Wands. You need to be the driver. You need to be the action. You need to be the motivator behind sharing, celebrating, and acknowledging the love that you have for your family. And like I said, family is what you determine. Who do you determine to be your family? Who is important and significant in your life? Who brings you happiness and joy? That is where the celebration needs to be. So you need to drive it. You need to acknowledge it. So don't wait for a circumstance. Excuse my dog's barking if you can hear it. Don't wait for a circumstance to come up where, you know, you get the opportunity to celebrate. This is saying that you need to drive it, initiate it, make it happen. Let's add in our Divine Energy Oracle, Scorpio. So we're going to give, again, just a single shuffle of the Divine Energy Oracle. And again, the cards are clumping. So what I do when they clump like this is those that are clumping, I just stick at the bottom. Sorry about Queen of Wands. I'll fix her in a second. Let's cut the deck and let's take a card off the top. All right, let's tidy up my mess. So Scorpio, let's see, Divine Energy Oracle. What do Divine Energy Oracle want to add to what we're saying already? Shine your light. You see, I love this. Shine your light. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to shine your light. Don't be afraid. And I know, Scorpio, that sometimes, you know, being overly expressive is maybe not your comfort zone, not your forte, but shine your light and acknowledge. And you don't need to do anything big and elaborate, but you do need to do something to celebrate and to acknowledge those that mean something to you. So that is your focus this week. And if you shine your light on your family, on those that matter to you, they will shine their light back on you. It's a win-win situation. Okay, let's reciprocate, let's do it, but you need to be the driver. You need to initiate. You need to make it happen this week. So shine your light on those that you love, on those that you want to acknowledge and celebrate, and life will be pretty fabulous. Pretty darn fabulous, Scorpio. Much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. I do wish you an amazing week ahead. Take care, Scorpio. Sagittarius, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and let's see what does this week ahead have in store for you. So Sag, as I mentioned in the intro of this video, this week we are starting with the tarot first. This is the Tarot of Dreams. I have given it quite a shuffle, so we're just doing a single shuffle. Let's cut the deck over there for you, Sag, and let's see. This is the Oracle deck. I will use it towards the end of the reading, but let's see what does the week ahead have in store for all Sagittarius energies. Card number one that we have is the Eight of Cups. I'm going to leave it over there. Card number two is the High Priestess. Oh, she's gorgeous. I love those colors. And card number three, oh, we have the Ten of Wands. So I am going to say to you, Sag, both of these two cards have come up already this week. So that's quite interesting. It shows that there's relatively similar energies coming through. Remember, this is birthday period for you, isn't it? So happy birthday, Sag. Those of you wish are celebrating your birthday this week, the 4th to the 10th of December, I do wish you just the most amazing birthday ever. And may the next cycle around the sun bring you only happiness and joy. But let's focus on just this week. So we've got the Eight of Cups. So Sag, the Eight of Cups is an interesting card because the Eight of Cups is the card of acknowledging and recognizing for yourself what has not been working for you. So if you look at the artwork, we have these 10 cups positioned across the bottom here. And if you imagine each of these 10 cups to be a circumstance, a situation, an object, a thing in your life at the moment, okay? And you've been trying to get everything to be perfect, to get everything to work in a way that you want, in the way that you need, in the way that you desire. But it's about recognizing that no matter what you do, no matter how you position them, no matter how you position them, no matter how you work with them, it just never seems to be perfect. It just never seems to work out the way that you want or the way that you need. And it's about recognizing that sometimes in life, a dirty carpet is just a dirty carpet. I'm saying that, I mean, excuse my example of a dirty carpet, but no matter how often you clean it, if it's got a red wine stain in it, that red wine stain is staying. You know, you can try everything in the book, but that stain is going to be there. And sometimes you just have to embrace that stain and walk on to something else, okay? And that's what this week is all about. This week is about acknowledging the things that you are persistently trying to improve or to rectify or to mend or to make better in your life, that you're not winning or not succeeding. And to just say, okay, you know what, I accept it for what it is. I accept it as it is, and I am moving on to bigger and better, onto other things. So I'm not going to focus on that carpet with the red wine stain anymore. I'm not going to focus on building that wall in the backyard that needed building. Bad examples, but hopefully you get the idea, okay? We look at the High Priestess, right? I want to show you this text that's at the bottom of the card here. It says, darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. Isn't that interesting? Darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. So basically what this is saying is acknowledge truth. Acknowledge your truth, Sag, your truth, not somebody else's truth. And let's go back to my carpet analogy. Somebody else's truth is telling you, oh no, but if you try, you know, bicarb, and if you try vinegar, and if you try, I don't know, stuff, other people's opinions, other people's expectations, other people's stories, you know, this is about recognizing that the key to all mystery is trying to please other people. Darkness into darkness is you trying to do what other people expect or other people want. This is about you saying, you know what, it's not working for me anymore. I don't care if there's a stain on the carpet. I'm moving on. I'm moving on to explore bigger and better. I have other things that are more important that I want to focus on than the stain on the rug. I'm going to put a table over the stain and all's good. The High Priestess is the card about trusting and listening to your own intuition. Trusting and listening to that little voice within you that tells you, leave the stain. I have to giggle, you know, but it's about identifying what that red stain, the red wine stain on the carpet is for you. What does that represent? What is it that you have been continuously trying to improve and to work on? And recognize for yourself that it's not working for you because it's causing you unnecessary burdens. 10 of Wands over here is burden. It's in a nutshell. If we look at the character that we have over here, he is kneeling almost in like a, what we call the fetal position. But he can't see, he's completely vulnerable, and he has the burden of these rods across his back, and it's backbreaking stuff, and he's feeling like, I can't do this anymore, I can't do this anymore. He is like so over the stain in the rug, but he is just continuously trying and trying and trying. So we need to let go. We need to let go of what other people expect for us, Sage, and to actually start walking in our own light. Life is always full of burdens. You know, I think that that's what it means to be human. That's what it means to be alive on this earth right now. It means to be burdened. Um, you know, let's be honest. It doesn't matter what it is. There is always burden. We have moments where we have no burden, but life is burdened. And it's about choosing the burdens that you wish to carry and which burdens you choose to walk away from. And you are the only one who can make those decisions. So darkness into darkness, are you going to keep feeding the darkness? Or the key to all mystery is to recognize, I'm not feeding the darkness anymore. I'm stepping away from it. I'm stepping into the light. And yes, I am going to carry my burdens with me, but some of those burdens I'm going to offload, because some of those burdens are no longer valid, no longer relative. Like, a stain on the carpet is not going to be the end of my world. The stain of the carpet, it may be an interesting story to tell people in years to come. So maybe we embrace the stain on the carpet and we allow ourselves the opportunity to move on to bigger and better. Burdens are never going to go away, Sage, as much as we would like them to. You know, in a perfect world, in an ideal world, in a dream world, yes, the burdens are going to evaporate, disappear, and go away. But in reality, to be human is to be burdened, isn't it? But it's about listening and trusting to your own intuition, your own inner voice that says to you, I don't care if there's a stain on the rug. I'm embracing the stain on the rug, and it's time to move on. Let's draw from the Oracle. So Sage, this is the Divine Energy Oracle. I'm going to give it, again, just a single shuffle. Let's try and pick it up without destroying all the cards underneath. And let's cut. And let's take a card off the top. All right. So Divine Energy Oracle Sage is saying to you, nurture yourself first. Like, you know what I say? I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this stuff up. The picture is just a picture. It doesn't contribute to the message on the card at all. This is what's important here. Nurture yourself first. So that red wine stain, like, you know, does it matter? If it matters to you, different story. But I think you're over it.com. Because that's what I'm getting from this. We're not worrying about it anymore. We're going to nurture ourselves. We're going to pay attention to ourselves. We're not going to feed into the darkness anymore. We're going to feed into the light. Into the light is where we're feeding. We're going to nurture ourselves first by acknowledging what is not working for us and moving ourselves, giving ourselves permission and understanding that we will never be burden free. We will never be without our burdens, but we don't have to carry unnecessary burdens. We're going to let them go. By nurturing ourselves first, by putting, and it is your birthday month, it is your birthday season, so Sage, you know what, nurture you first, okay? Put yourself first, acknowledge and celebrate who you are, because that's the most important thing. Oh, I love this reading for you, Sage. Go find your stains, leave them be, love them, accept them, embrace them. Move on. Sending you much love and many blessings from my heart to your Sage, and until we connect again, take care. Capricorn, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what does this week have in store for you. So Capricorn, as I said in the intro of this video, we're doing things a little bit differently today. We are starting with the tarot and then we will move on to the oracle. The tarot is the tarot of dreams. I'm giving it just that single shuffle, cutting the deck, and I will take from this towards the end of our reading. So let's see from the Tarot of Dreams, card number 1 for you, Capricorn. Oh my gosh, I have to say that because this card has just come up for Sag in this exact position, and I think it was one of the earlier Zodiacs it came up as well. 8 of Cups. Very interesting that this seems to be the theme for the week for quite a few, and you have the 10 of Swords as well. All right, Capricorn, let's see where this is going. And our final card that we have is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so we have some very strong energies coming through, Capricorn. Very, very strong energies coming through. All right, let's start off with our 8 of Cups. So And I'm going to give you the same analogy that I actually just gave Sag, because I think it's pertinent, and I'm saying that based on the other cards that we have. All right, so the Eight of Cups is the card of acknowledging something that isn't working for you anymore, and having the confidence and the courage and the power to recognize, to acknowledge it, and to step away from it. So Capricorn, this week you're going to identify something that isn't serving you. You're going to identify something that is just dragging you down, and you're throwing good energy at it unnecessarily. So something in your life is not fabulous. Something in your life is not working for you the way that it should be. And the Eight of Cups is saying to you, like, let's acknowledge that, and let's recognize it, and let's leave it be, and let's move on. Okay, so the analogy that I gave to Sagittarius that I'm going to share with you, Capricorn, is a stain on a carpet. Okay, so if you had a stain on your carpet, and let's just say this carpet is in the middle of your house so everybody can see it, and the stain is like, it's bright and it's bold and it's in your face, and you are obsessed with getting that stain out of the carpet, and you have tried every trick in the book, and everybody that comes along says to you, oh, but try this combination and try this combination and add a bit of this, oh no, don't add that, and you've got everybody's opinions and everybody's thoughts, and the stain, the more you see the stain on the carpet, the bigger of an eyesore it becomes, and the more it just overwhelms you. Sometimes we just have to embrace the stain on the carpet. Sometimes we just have to recognize, you know what, I have a stain on my carpet, so be it. I am moving on to bigger and better things. I am not going to throw my energy at that stain on the carpet anymore, because it's clearly not going to go away. Yes, I could throw the carpet out, but maybe you don't want to throw the carpet out. So sometimes we just have to embrace that there is a stain on the carpet and leave it be, and just carry on with something else in life. So what is the stain on your carpet, Capricorn? What is this thing? It could be a small thing like a stain on a carpet, literally, or it could be something quite massive. But there is something in your life that you are throwing good energy at unnecessarily. And it's time to see it, to recognize it, to acknowledge it, and it's time to move on. Let's look at this Ten of Swords, though, because it might help you. The fact that we've got two swords after this Eight of Cups. So we've got the Ten of Swords and we've got the Knight of Swords. Ten of Swords, as you can see, we have this individual who is in almost a kneeling fetal position, hands, trying to protect the head, trying to protect the brain, and there are 10 swords that look like they are piercing the back. But they're not actually piercing the back. They're touching the back. They're not actually piercing, but they are in a circle, a never-ending circle. Ten of Swords is the card of succumbing. Ten of Swords is the card of just, again, acknowledging the stain in the carpet and accepting the stain in the carpet, and without sounding terrible, getting over the stain in the carpet. Because when you accept the stain in the carpet, suddenly it doesn't become such an eyesore anymore. Suddenly it doesn't become such a burden. Suddenly we can see that stain in the carpet as a memory of a good time spent with family and friends, and maybe it becomes a conversational point in your house. Maybe there's other ways of looking at it, and that's Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is telling you, we tend to create these worlds in our minds, these circumstances and situations in our minds, where we perceive it to be worst case scenario. We perceive it to be awful, treacherous, scary, complicated, etc., when it doesn't have to be. So Ten of Swords is telling you that when you accept the stain in the carpet, suddenly the stain in the carpet isn't even visible anymore. But while you're focused and fixated on the stain in the carpet, you become less and less and less of yourself. So the Ten of Swords is about letting go of the thing that you are fixating on and giving yourself permission to walk on. Let's look at how the energy shifts, right? So how the energy shifts here with the Knight of Swords. So here we have this knight on his beautiful winged horse, and they're just flying through the sky. Like nothing is holding them back. Nothing is stopping them. They are focused, they are determined, they are strong, they are capable, and they will be victorious. So it's about when you let go of whatever it is that you need to let go, Capricorn, that suddenly momentum comes, and suddenly you're able to achieve and succeed in ways that you couldn't even begin to comprehend before. So Knight of Swords is basically the card that is saying to you, when you accept, embrace, and let go of the stain in the carpet, suddenly opportunities arise for you that will leap you way ahead. So here we're saying just to take a step away from, walking away from that stain in the carpet, letting it go, and then you're being thrust into an opportunity, into circumstance, into an environment that is just so much better than you could have perceived. But it is about succumbing and accepting the thing that isn't working for you. So acceptance, acknowledging, acceptance, and then that movement away from that. Very, very powerful. Let's see what the oracle wants to contribute to that. So this is the Divine Energy Oracle, and again, just going to give it a single shuffle, and let's see what, cutting the deck all the way at the back there and taking a card off the top. All right, let's see what the Divine Energy Oracle wants to add to your situation, Capricorn. It says to you, be open to love. I love that. Be open to love. The artwork on the card is just a pretty picture. It doesn't have anything to do with the text. I think it's a third of the deck that has this artwork. They only have like certain pictures, so we're not paying any attention to the Eiffel Tower here. But be open to love. What is it saying? It's being open to love that which you're walking away from, that which has been burdening you, and that which you are moving towards. Be open to everything, because when you fixate on the stain in the carpet, you are not open to love. You are open to the negative. You are open to the suffering, the burdens, the complications. But when you embrace the thing that doesn't work, when you embrace and acknowledge, suddenly opportunities open. So be open to love, be open to acceptance, be open to loving the stain in the carpet. When you see that stain not as a burden, but as something positive, as something supportive, as something fabulous, that's when opportunity presents. So if you're open to loving the thing that causes you pain and discomfort in your life, that energy shifts in a major way, and suddenly you are charging ahead and you're no longer being held captive or burdened by anything. Capricorn, I love that message for you. Much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Aquarius, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what does this week have in store for you. So Aquarius, as I stated in the intro to this video, this week we are starting with the tarot first. We'll get on to the oracle towards the end of the reading. Let's give our tarot a shuffle, and we're going to cut the deck, and we're going to draw some cards for Aquarius. I'll read the oracle, well, I'll draw from the oracle towards the end of the reading. So Aquarius, card number 1 for you, we have High Priestess. I love her energy. She's beautiful. Card number 2 for Aquarius, we've got the Queen of Cups, similar kind of energy to High Priestess. And card number 3, also Queen of Swords. Oh, this is interesting. All this powerful feminine energy coming through. Okay, okay. So Aquarius, let's talk High Priestess. So High Priestess, consider her to be the Queen of Queens. Let's just put it into context, right? Let's consider her to be the Queen of Queens, but she's also the person who has all the answers. She's the old wise woman who has all the information. She has all the insight, all the know-how. She's also the seer, so she is the one that everybody goes to for help and for guidance, and she has all the answers within her, which she gives to others. But she doesn't have any ego. She doesn't have any kind of attachment to anyone or to anything. And she doesn't offer advice unless asked for, okay? And then we look at our 2 queens here. So what is queen energy? So queen energy is somebody who nurtures, somebody who takes care of, somebody who looks out for, but also somebody who has their best interests at heart and will do whatever they need to ensure that the people that they care about are well taken care of. So she is the Queen of Cups. She is the Queen of Love, the Queen of Emotions, the Queen of Heart. She is the Queen of Swords. Swords is intellect, is thinking, is, you know, the mind, the mental side of things, okay, the headspace. So if we have a look at all of this, we've got knowledge, we've got love, and we've got intellect, thinking, mind. So Aquarius, this is Spirit saying to you that this week, you have to understand that you have all the answers that you seek. Yes, taking care of others or being there for others, being supportive of others is the most important thing for you and will be your focus for the week ahead. But you also need to remember to take care of yourself first. The High Priestess, you know, she does have all the answers that everybody seeks, but she holds on to them until absolutely necessary to give the answers. And she doesn't just willy-nilly tell everybody what the answers are. She guides them to work things out for themselves. So if somebody comes to her with a question, she will say, she'll ask the question, like she'll maybe give them a bit of a riddle, something that they need to work on in order to find the answers for themselves. She doesn't just give. These ladies just give. So Aquarius, it's about that fine balance between being of service and serving. Okay, but understand that this week you're going to have to intellectually and emotionally. So it's that struggle between head and heart, okay, or between heart and head. Let's put it in the right order. It's that struggle between the two, where sometimes you may find they're conflicting. And look how these two ladies happen to be facing each other as well. So our High Priestess is looking up. Queen of Cups is looking this way, and the Queen of Swords is looking this way. So they're ready to, they're coming at things from a different angle. Nobody is on the same page yet, but they all have the same interests at heart. They're all about nurturing and caring and taking care of. So Aquarius, you're going to be pulled between the heart and the head. You're going to have this kind of disconnect, and you're going to be struggling to try and meet or to connect the two up, the heart and the head. And this is where your own knowledge, your own understanding, your own power comes into play. So do not look for guidance externally. Do not refer to anybody else for help around these particular situations. It's time for you to trust yourself, to trust your own inner knowledge, your own inner guidance in bringing balance between head, heart, and head. I want to add from the oracle just to see how it elaborates on the situation. So Aquarius, this is the Divine Energy Oracle. Let's give it a shuffle and pick it up. Let's cut the deck all the way at the back there apparently and take a card off the top. Okay, let's have a look and see. Message from the Divine Energy Oracle says to you to be decisive. I love that. So being decisive, again, is referring to the fact that you have the knowledge, that you have the insight, that you have the inspiration, that you're not leaning on, relying on, or looking at anybody else. So when you are asked to help, when you are asked to take care of, when you are asked to support somebody, a situation, a circumstance, which is what's going to happen this week, you need to be decisive as to where the information comes from and the balance between the heart and the head. So you need to not, and I know it's crazy to say, Aquarius, like to say don't take advice from anybody, don't take guidance or suggestions from anybody, that you have to find this within yourself. And the answer lies somewhere between the head and the heart. I mean, the head and the heart. The answer lies somewhere there, but you need to trust yourself. You need to believe in yourself, and you need to be decisive. So once you've made your decision, once you've made your choice, do not go back on it. Even if you tell people, all right, I think this is what I think we should do, and you immediately get people going, oh, but, no, stop them. Do not let them do that. Stick with your first gut instinct. The first thing that you decide, the first thing that comes up for you is where your energy is correct, where the right answers are. So be decisive, be assertive around your decisiveness, and understand that it's constant pull between heart and head, but you have it under control. This is a week for you to shine. This is a week for you to step up and be powerful and to be strong as only you can be, Aquarius. Love this for you. Much love and many blessings, Aquarius. I hope you have an amazing week, and until we connect again, take care. Pisces, hello and welcome. Let's see what the week ahead has in store for you. So Pisces, as I said in the intro of this video, we're doing things a little bit differently this week, starting off with the tarot. This is the Tarot of Dreams. We're giving it just a single shuffle because it has been quite well shuffled already today. And let's draw some cards. Right, the deck is cut. So Pisces, this is the Oracle deck. I will draw from that towards the end of the reading, so I'm just going to leave it there for now. Card number 1 for you, Pisces, for this week we have Queen of Coins. Let's push her over there. Second card for you, we have got the Three of Swords. Oh, look at that. Look at that expression on her face. Okay, we've got some serious energies coming through, Pisces. And your third card we have is Judgment. All right, so I like this. I like this. Okay, so let's start with the Queen of Swords, Pisces. So, sorry, Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. So So these two are looking directly at us, whereas she's looking off to the left, okay? She has got a bouquet in her arms of really, really pretty flowers. I don't know what they are. I suppose I should know, but I don't know what they are. But she has everything her heart desires and so much more. Okay? She's a strong woman. She's a capable woman. She has abundance in her life, but she focuses on the pretty. She focuses on the aesthetic. She focuses on everything looking good, everything being pretty, everything being organized, everything being in its place. And whenever she's the kind of person that if you walk into a house, her house is going to be immaculate. It's going to be beautiful, and she's going to have the best of the best, but she also has excess, okay? And this is somebody that you need to be this week, Pisces. You need to be very Queen of Coins. You need to be very much able to turn a coin over 6 times and bring abundance to your life and to everybody else's lives in your life, everybody else that matters in your life. So Queen of Coins is about nurturing the stuff, taking care of the stuff, making the stuff pretty, making the stuff pretty. Now, we also have the Three of Swords, okay? The astrology of the Three of Swords is Saturn in Libra. So Saturn is the planet of restriction. Saturn is the planet of limitations. Saturn brings a heaviness, okay? And Libra is about balance and harmony. So there is a restriction to harmony. There is a cutting off of harmony for you this week. And this is why the focus needs to be on keeping everything perfect, keeping everything flowing and working, keeping everything looking clean, neat, and tidy, keeping everything great. Why? Because there is a restriction in our balance, a restriction in our harmony this week, which is going to catch us in the heart space. There she's got her hands over her heart. So things might not go according to plan, but if everything looks good, Pisces, it's going to be okay. As long as everything looks good on the surface, we'll be okay. But understand that there are going to be some hard feelings this week. Judgment is the interesting one, and I'm jumping straight across to Judgment because Pisces, Judgment is the card that says to you this is necessary. Whatever the situation is this week, it's important that you deal with it. It's important that you face up to it. It's important that you make sure that everything looks good on the surface while you're processing the stuff under the surface. But the Judgment is the card that says to you, this is relevant, it is important, it is necessary, but it's also the card that says to you, don't be so hard on yourself. Okay? As long as you are honest and truthful, as long as you are not hiding anything that needs or that shouldn't be hidden, as long as you're full of integrity, and as long as you're being honest with yourself. I'm not talking about other people. I'm not talking about other people's opinions of you, of your home, of your space, of your life. No, we don't care about what other people think. This is about honesty within yourself, honesty about yourself, honesty for yourself. So if things aren't going according to plan, if there's a little bit of hardship and struggle and difficulty, like, let's acknowledge it. Let's keep everything flowing. Let's keep everything pretty. Let's keep everything functional. But let's also just be completely honest with ourselves as well. Because Judgment is basically saying that, it's time to be honest. If things are happening in your life that actually you're not really happy about, say so. Say so. Stop hiding the pain and the suffering. It's happening. We're going to keep things flowing on the surface because that's what we do, Pisces. That's just how we operate. Like, on the surface, we're always going to put a smile on our face. We're always going to pretend that everything's okay, even if we're feeling pain, even if we're feeling restriction in our harmony, okay? But we need to be honest. We need to be truthful, because that's what Judgment is. Judgment is about honesty. Judgment is about truth. And the truth is, things are always going to be okay on the surface. But if you don't start acknowledging this, if something is happening in your life that doesn't serve you, that doesn't feel right, that doesn't satisfy you, that brings you pain, you need to mention it. You need to talk about it. You need to get it out there. Because if you're not honest with yourself first and foremost, nothing is ever going to work the way it should be. So honesty needs to be first and foremost. Honesty first before anything else. Things are always going to be okay. Why? Because you're a Pisces. You're always going to make things okay. But as a Pisces, we tend to live in a little bit of a dream world. We tend to be a little bit hopeful, and not always as realistic as we need to be. So let's acknowledge this week what is causing pain and suffering. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with those around us. And you know what? Maybe we can shift to this so that we can live in this space and not live in this space. But let's see what the Oracle wants to add to this. So Pisces, this is the Divine Energy Oracle, just giving it a single shuffle, picking up the cards if I can. Okay, let's cut the deck and let's take a card off the top. So the Divine Energy Oracle is saying to you, Pisces, go for your dreams. You see, go for your dreams. So this particular artwork is not it doesn't add anything to the card. This particular deck, I think they broke it up into like 3 different sections, and you know, a third of the cards have this Eiffel Tower on, a third of the cards have a circle in the middle. So the artwork doesn't contribute anything. So I'm not ignoring the artwork, it just doesn't add anything. This is what is relevant with this particular deck. So it says go for your dreams. So I think this is quite relevant because this is your dreams here. But we're stuck here. You know, we're not being honest about this. We're not being truthful with ourselves. So therefore, we're stuck in this quandary. We're stuck in this repetitive cycle of, and there I'm noticing the circle, this repetitive cycle. Whereas if we're honest with ourselves as to what it is we truly want, what it is we truly desire, if we go for our dreams, we can shift the energy out of loss, out of judgment, and into abundance, because abundance is available to you, Pisces. You know, having everything your heart desires and more is 100% available to you. But if this is where we're hiding, if this is where we're staying, if this is what is occupying our energy, it's never going to happen. So putting things right on the surface is so important. Focus on your dreams, but let go of whatever's causing you pain and discomfort. Be honest with yourself. Be honest around what is causing pain and how you feel about that, and let it go. Focus on your dreams, because that is where we are moving towards. Your dreams can become a reality, Pisces, if you allow it to be so. And I think that's the key word here, the key phrase, if you allow it to be so. So Pisces, please allow it to be so, because you deserve all the happiness in the world. You deserve all the abundance that is available to you. You don't deserve to stay in this energy. So let's shift this up. Let's focus on our dreams, on our goals, and on the abundance that is available to you, and live a happier life that you deserve. With love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, Pisces, take care.